Hi, this is Matt with State of Flux here with another one of my Everyone's a Critic 52-week movie challenge. We are on week 16. Choose a silent film. The film of choice this week is The Artist. Released in 2011, aspect ratio shot in 1:33:1 to mimic old silent films. Runtime 1 hour and 40 minutes. Genres drama and romance. Rated PG-13, starring, I'm going to butcher these, Jean Dujardin, Berenice Bejo, John Goodman, James Cromwell, and Penelope Ann Miller. Directed by Michael Hazanavicius. Produced by the Weinstein Company via Sony. Written by Michael Hazanavicius or whatever. Music by Ludovic Borse. Awards received. It won the Academy Award for Best Picture, Best Actor, Best Director, Best Costume Design, and Best Score, and was also nominated for Best Actress, Best Screenplay, Best Cinematography, Editing, and Art Direction. Why did I choose this particular film? I'd seen it only once, but I was looking to rewatch, and this seemed like an opportune time to do it, especially since some of the classic films that I was going to do, I really wanted to do a Chaplin film, were behind pay windows, and I didn't want to pay for this exercise. Have I seen this movie before? Yes, only once, the year it was released. Would I recommend this film? Why or why not? Yes, I would. I did not like it nearly as much as I did the first time. However, it is inescapably good, and it shines a light on a lost medium of storytelling, one that is purely visual storytelling. Movies are a visual medium by design. Everything that is told is directly through the lens of the camera. Now, dialogue, which is something I'm very much interested in, character work, all these things come into play with a story, but lost is the art of purely visual filmmaking. And that's something you were sort of forced to do with silent films. And this movie beautifully tells the story of a silent film actor being thrust into a world full of sound, and he is not able to navigate the waters of going from silent film to talkies. Which character were you most able to identify with or connect with, and in what way? I don't know if there was any character I would really connect with, per se, but I really liked the Peppy Miller character. She was great. She's the one played by Berenice Bejo. I hope I am saying her name right. She was really genuinely fantastic in the picture. And I did like the lead character. He was good too, and his Best Actor nomination is definitely an earned one. He took home the award that year. As I say, he was really great in it, especially doing like the vaudeville style opening number where he's kind of a full showman with his dancing and stuff. Best line or memorable quote? It's kind of unusual because this is about silent films, but I guess the memorable quote would be the sound card that shows up when it says bang, and there was you're led to believe a gunshot, but it's something else. Were you surprised by the ending, and what would you do differently? I wasn't surprised by the ending. I liked the ending, and I kind of saw it coming a mile away. That said, the one thing I would do is lop off right after the dance number. You have them like point to the camera and go just breathing heavily and just hearing their breath. That's where you stop the movie. You don't need to hear, cut, that's a wrap, and then take it back, sound run, cue sound, all that kind of stuff, and having the director do all of his notes. I think that's superfluous. You do not need that. You get exactly everything you need from the that's great. That would have been pitch perfect for me. With the music, the actor's body language, and the title cards helping to tell the story, were you able to follow along? Yeah, there's not a single moment that leaves you cold. Now, I have seen silent films that are a touch on the confusing side, and that's probably in large part due to the loss of the original film negative and stuff like that. What we have with a lot of those classic silent films is what was preserved through the many, 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 many times they were shown, and sometimes bits of film got caught in the projectors and stuff like that, so you lost valuable seconds, and you lose enough of them and the movie starts becoming confused. This happens with especially a lot of the grindhouse films of the 60s and 70s as well, to a much lesser extent, but with those old silent films, finding a truly intact one is kind of rare. I think they even just unearthed a full complete copy of Nosferatu as like recently, I think as 2005, when it was fully intact. Everything that had been shown before that was kind of a piecemeal showcasing of that film. Would you like to see more silent films made today? Yes, I would. I absolutely think there's room for it. As I say, it's a medium much like, it's a genre really, much like your westerns or musicals or whatever that has kind of fallen by the wayside. And I think there is room in our world to do a silent film every couple of years. You could really do an interesting silent film, like a horror film, in modern day with modern budget applied to that, and be able to tell a truly epic film that way. I think you could do it with generally any genre, and it's something that I would applaud. Especially in the world of streaming, there's no real reason not to do that. Now, I get why studios might be a little resistant to fund something like that if you're doing a theatrical-based film where ticket payers are going to have to pay for those tickets. But since we're transitioning to a world where that is kind of by the wayside unless you're a big like mainstay entity that has a franchise title. So you might see the reemergence of the silent film as a medium. Anything else I'd like to add? Not really. The Artist is truly a good film. It's reminiscent of other films that tackle the same subject matter. I think Sunset Boulevard is the classic example of watching somebody's transition, a silent film actor's transition to the talkie world. And this isn't as good as that film is, but it does hold its own, and I think that would be a good pairing for this film and Sunset Boulevard. Alright, tease for next week, an animated feature film. That's broad. I'll try to come up with something that's a little unique. But thanks for watching, and let me know, what is your favorite silent film? I would like to see those down in the comments down below. I saw a really good one last year called Man Trap. It was 1926, I want to say. That's a very good silent film. Nosferatu obviously is very good, but I'd have to go with The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. That's my favorite silent film. Urge you to watch it. Or The Lost World. Lost World is a very good film. And after watching Lost World, watch Steven Spielberg's The Lost World Jurassic Park, and that movie might make a lot more sense. Some of your criticisms of that film in relation to Jurassic Park might fall by the wayside when you realize he's doing a stealth remake of the classic I think it was 21 film, The Lost World. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.